to Story Time with Miana. I am going to tell you a great story. So, this unicorn tells us day, but it's night. The boat tells us tonight. So tonight, we are going to tell a cute story, a bedtime story. This is a TY story you'll ever love in the world. Once upon a time, there was a TY named Pandy. Her full name was Pandy Penny Pandora. She had a friend named Panilly. They were best friends. They met since they were babies, infants, toddlers, and kids, and they're best friends forever. One day they went on a trip with their parents, and they also had a sleepover when they came back home. Panel said, Panel or Pendel, I think it was Pendel. Pendel said, "Oh, we better get home because it's already late. We gotta go home. Our parents might be looking for us." And then they went straight home. They were actually cousins. They'd go to the same school. If her cousin moved, they'd move because they would never leave each other. Every day they would play outside together, or have a play date together, or have a sleepover. They would get their sleeping bags and sleeping accessories to do their hair, play hide and seek, do a fashion show together. They would do all the stuff they could, all the time. Even when it was their bedtime, their parents let them stay up late together, and they would go home. They would go to sleep and have a sleepover together every 1 week. So one Monday, the next Tuesday, the next Wednesday, the next Thursday, they would have a sleepover. They would continue and continue, even though they kept getting older. One day, it was the day the squid and the mayor was like, "Oh, heavens, these girls have been playing all day. We have never seen such days like this." When the Squishmallows came to the day, there were these kid Squishmallows. They would bully them, so they would usually play inside. So then they played inside. But then they knocked on their door, and then their parents were watching them to play outside. When the parent was on their phone, they could see them too. So when the Squishmallows thought they weren't looking, they grabbed them and then throw them. And then the next day, their parents reported to their parents, and then they got in big trouble. So they would never do that to them again. So every time they see them, they'd say, Don't do that ever again, or we will tell your parents. Don't. But then they did it again. They prayed to God, their almighty Lord. They prayed, God, help us from these bullies. They're so mean to us. What can we do? And then God said to them, have no fear. God, I will protect you. Every day they played outside and saw those bullies. God protected them from them. But when their parents came over to watch them, when the Squishmallows' parents watched them, they were on their phones too, but they could see them. Still, they were cats. They had good hearing. And they could also hear them good, and they could also see them good. Great sense of hearing. And then they were doing on their computers. The Pandy and Pandy and Panda, Pandy and Pandy, Pandy and Panally were pandas, but the others were cats. They thought pandies were bigger and stronger than cats, but then the cats were smaller. So they were like, I guess you would never. And they were younger than them. So the cats were only 3, but they were 5. But then they got in trouble a lot, and they have been bullied. So they got people bullied. And then when her parents found out, they got them in big trouble every time. They would never forget about the punishment, ever. But then the day they were 7, the time they were 7, it was Pandy's birthday. And then what her birthday gift was, she could do anything she wanted. The cats were in trouble, so they couldn't go to her birthday party. So then they were so frustrated that they couldn't go out and ruin her birthday party. They were in their room. They would give them food, but still, she could never, ever in their life ruin anybody's birthday party. So they couldn't go out on their birthday party, her parents' birthday party, or anyone's birthday party. That's why they never ever ruined anyone's and no one played with them. But then they changed themselves. But finally the birthday party started. All of her friends and cousins and even her big sister came for Pandy's birthday. Her big sister was sleeping when I did it. Her big sister's name was Pandora. Pandora was pretty. So was Pandy. She was wearing her beautiful new dress she got. She could get anything she wanted. Even her cousin. Wait, what was her name again?
Panally.
Panally. Pandy was so excited. She was jumping for joy. She didn't even know she could get anything she wanted. Her cousin, what's her cousin's name, Mama?
Penelope. I'm
Penelope
sleepy already.
was her birthday party. She could get anything she wanted. They went to the store together every birthday party. They could get anything they wanted. Anything. I think they were best cousins in the world. Her big sister Pandora came with them. She took them to the store and she got some things too. Even though it wasn't her birthday, she still got something. And then they saw the cats. They saw the cats and they were like, oh no, they're gonna ruin my birthday party. So they ran to another section, the Barbie section. It was full of happiness and they got something they each wanted. They got a plushie toy. They got, let me see. They got Hello Kitty stuff. They got to go to Pandaland too. Pandaland is so fun. Better than ever. Every time they would go to Pandaland, they would meet Pandy Girl. Pandy Girl was so cute. She's like Hello Kitty, but she a panda. They got to hug her. She got to hold them. It was their birthday. They both got to turn 7. It was the best day of their lives. They even got to go to Mouseville. But then the bullies finally said to the pandas, "We're sorry we bullied you. Can we be friends?" And then they finally said, "That's my birthday gift. Of course we can be friends." And then they all lived happily ever after. The end. Good night, everybody. Have a good dream sleep.